What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is Life Outdoors, and on today's episode I am doing a 10,000 mile review on my 2021 Jeep Gladiator EcoDiesel. So right now I'm at 12,305 miles on the vehicle, and I just thought it would be time to hop in, give you guys a quick rundown of what I'm liking, what I'm not, and just how ownership is overall with this 2021 diesel vehicle. I've been fielding a lot of questions about this vehicle to people who see me driving around in it. I haven't seen a ton of these diesel Gladiators on the road, so people are definitely interested in these. I think it's just a little nerve-wracking for anybody to buy that first year model of a vehicle. The only reason I felt comfortable doing so was just because they use that Ram diesel engine in this vehicle, so it's a tested engine. It's not like it's the first time this has been put into a production vehicle. And yeah, that gave me some comfort in knowing what I was buying. But let me get down to some of the nitty-gritty for what I do like about this diesel and what's held up to be true. First off, biggest thing that most people think about when they hear for the diesel Gladiator is the gas mileage. And I've been getting insane gas mileage in this diesel. If I'm good on the pedal and just sticking to speed limits on the highway, I'm easily getting right up there around 30 miles to the gallon, which is obviously mind-blowing, coming from a Wrangler that got 11 to 12 max. So the diesel's definitely been nice in terms of miles per gallon, and also diesel's cheaper out here in Colorado right now. So that's kind of a little added bonus of driving a diesel vehicle. It's cheaper and I get better MPG than most of my gas driving buddies. Second thing I've really liked about this vehicle is the maintenance. I've only had to do one maintenance checkup. It's every 10,000 miles. They do the oil change, they check a few filters, and you're good to go. So it's a 10,000 mile oil change schedule, and I mean, it's not too crazy expensive if you go to the dealership. When I bought this vehicle, I bought it new, so they had a 4 oil change deal that came with it with the Jeep Wave program. So I'm not going to have to pay for an oil change until I'm at 50,000 miles on the vehicle, which is phenomenal. I thought the diesel oil changes would take a lot longer, but it was only in the shop for about 40 minutes and I was out of there. So super easy to do. Maintenance has been very simple. Although the one issue that I have had with maintenance is the DEF fluid. So I've been running into, not really an issue, it's just Jeep. I think they pump their numbers a little bit on what to expect with how often to fill the DEF fluid. They said that it would be basically 5 gallons per oil change. So every 10,000 miles you have to put 5 gallons in. I've been finding it to be almost double to triple that. It goes through the DEF a lot faster than what they said it was going to. So that is one thing that's been a little bit of a bummer, but I've just been using that Peak Blue at Walmart. Not very expensive. Super easy to change, and yeah, it's something that was certainly, numbers were bumped, but it's not the biggest deal in my book, so I've definitely gone through more DEF fluid than expected, but no big deal there. I'd say the biggest issue that I've had with this vehicle to date has actually been just the wheelbase. With that long wheelbase, I've gotten stuck quite a few times now, getting high-centered, going over just, rutted terrain. And yeah, when you get those front wheels over and you start trying to bring the back and those little ruts come up, it's pretty easy to high center this vehicle on these stock tires. I mean, I definitely need to get some larger tires for this vehicle. That's going to fix a lot of my ground clearance issues, but luckily the first thing I installed was the winch, and I did get stuck, but that 12,000 pound winch had no problem just dragging me by the belly pan straight out of the rut that I was in, and I'll put a little footage in here for you guys to check out.
voila, just like that.
Let me get to some of the additions that I've done to the vehicle. So I've put on the 12,000 pound Badland winch, which I'll link to the video up here somewhere. You guys can check that out. That winch has been great. I've used it a handful of times already. Only once when I really needed it. The other times I've just been playing around with it, testing its functionalities. But so far, so good on the Harbor Freight winch. Definitely enjoying that tool. A recent addition that I've made has been the rock rails. So when I had my Wrangler, I had little steps on it. I always wished I had just gone straight rock rails because the steps, you know, they look nice, they're useful, but they're not functional for trails really. They'd get pretty smashed up if you hit a rock or something on them. So I went to Facebook Marketplace, looked up Jeep Gladiator Takeoff Rubicon rock rails, and ended up picking up a set for $100. They're normally $700 from Mopar Direct. So definitely been happy with those. They didn't come with hardware from the person I bought them from, but for an additional $8 at Lowe's, I got all the hardware, got it installed. Took me about not even an hour to install those. So a very useful addition that I've been really happy with, and I think completes the look a lot better. Overall, I've been very, very happy with this vehicle, especially being a previous Jeep Wrangler owner. This has just been a huge step up in functionality and use. I think I've beat this vehicle up more already than I did my Wrangler. So it really made me feel like I babied my Wrangler a lot. But this diesel engine, when you get on trails and you're going uphill, up rocks, it just goes. It has no issues because of that insane torque. It just climbs trails like it's nothing. So that's been a real joy. No overheating issues like I ran into with my Wrangler. And even with the smaller tires, I'm still taking on trails that are a little more advanced just because I'm feeling more confident as a driver than I was when I owned my Wrangler. So it's really making me look back and think that I didn't put my Wrangler to its full potential for sure. But once I get some bigger wheels and tires on this vehicle, I'm definitely going to be taking on some pretty intense trails just because that diesel is giving me a lot of confidence out on the trail to do things that I wouldn't normally do, just not running into any issues, and it's been great. So some future upgrades that I want to do to this vehicle. First off, I want to get some 35s by 12.5s, 17-inch wheels. I've been running into the ground clearance issue, and getting those bigger wheels and tires is definitely going to be a helpful tool for clearing humps and bumps in the road and along the trail. That's what it comes down to really, is just adding a little more ground clearance and giving me more confidence to go off-road. Another addition is going to be an ARE hardtop. That's something that I've been wanting to get, just have to save up the money for. And then, you know, beyond that, I've been really happy with how everything's performing. I don't need to make any engine upgrades or anything like that. I might throw a different exhaust on just for the sake of removing some of the heavier factory parts and putting in something light, because I've been seeing videos on YouTube of different exhaust setups on the Gladiators for the EcoDiesel, and they're really not adding any sound, which is nice. They just kind of remove heavy parts. So yeah, that is going to be a wrap for today's video. I just wanted to hop in, give you guys a quick update on 10,000 miles with this Jeep Gladiator 2021 EcoDiesel. Been loving the experience. So happy to have this vehicle. Her name's Susie, by the way, and she's been great to me. Absolutely love her. So if you guys like this video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe. Tell me what you liked about it, what you want to see in future videos with the Gladiator, if you want to see, you know, breakdowns of parts that I'm putting on, etc. And yeah, thank you for sticking around. Work's been crazy, so I haven't been able to post as much as I'd like to, but looking to get back into getting more videos out, more fishing, more off-roading, whole variety of content for you guys. So thank you for sticking with me. Hopefully I can get more content out here in the near future. And yeah, see what goes on with this 2021 Jeep Gladiator EcoDiesel as I continue to build her, continue to put miles on her. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.